Alright, we should go check on Liara. Let's go check on her and see how she's doing. Grab this, Metagel.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
I mean, I was a little worried about you.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
She's the best doctor ever. Of all time. We love her.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
You're welcome.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I actually believe you.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Alright, but we need to talk about your mom, because we really need to.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
You sound troubled. I mean, she is your mother.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
Yeah. Alright, so I have some questions while I have you here. I want to talk about your culture. You know, because things are said and I don't really know. So I'd like to ask you some questions.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Yeah, I hear these rumors sometimes, but what rumors exactly? Because I probably haven't heard a lot. Sometimes I feel like I live under a rock.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
Really? How is that possible?
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
Okay, but what about the other parent? I mean, does this also mean that you can do this without their knowledge?
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Okay, well, what about the age difference, though? Because you guys can live for a very long time.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Well, who was your father?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
And you don't know who?
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
I don't know. You don't know that. I mean, we don't know what happened.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Maybe something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Wow. Okay. All right, well, that's enough for now. We'll talk later.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Let's go say hi to Caden. See if he has anything else to say.
Commander, do you have a minute?
Sure. I am listening. Anything you want to talk about?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
I agree with you.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled, and the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, that's a cute way of looking at it. You're a bit of a romantic, Caden.
Well, you're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
I'm okay with it. This is fine.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
You doubt it was an accident? Of course. Yeah, it probably wasn't an accident.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Alright, well, yeah, keep talking.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
I'm interested in you, so I want to know everything about you.
I wanted to get to know you a little better, that's all. Thanks for the talk, Caden.
Well, you're welcome, ma'am. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
What do you think?
No, I don't. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander. But, yeah, I'd like that.
He's cute. You know what? We did forget something about Liara. I haven't actually, I mean, I learned about her culture, but I didn't learn about her individually.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I do. I want to get to know you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds kind of lonely.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
I completely understand. I feel the same way, but I'm curious. It sounds like you're very much of an introvert. Is that maybe where we're going here?
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
I mean, do you like it? It doesn't sound foolish if it's something that you really enjoy.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Is that why you find me fascinating?
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Liara, making you squirm like that is actually quite entertaining. It's okay, relax. Relax, it's okay.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool.
No.
Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I can't do that. It was funny. But we'll talk again later.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Liara. Alright, so let's go check in. Do we need to check in? Maybe we should go check in with Ashley. Because we haven't had a chance to talk to Ashley yet. Alright, Ashley, what's up?
Commander?
Are you busy?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time. Off the record.
Of course.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
I was not expecting that. Is this because they're aliens or because they're not Alliance?
They may not serve the Alliance chief, but they're allies, at least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Okay, hold on a second. First off, Rex isn't even doing anything. So I'm not sure exactly why you're concerned with him. And Garrus is over there dealing, I don't know, fiddling with stuff for the Mako or whatever it is that he's doing over there, which I completely trust him. I don't believe, I mean, this is their home right now. I just don't see them doing anything that's going to jeopardize that. They're both here for their own reasons, and I trust them completely. I don't know why you don't trust them.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies.
That's not fair.
Humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Independence is all well and good. Yes, I agree. However, we need them.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
That is very cynical of you. I'm not the biggest fan of the council myself, but they're individuals, and that, I mean, yes, they technically represent their races, but they're also still individuals, and they're politicians. So, which completely sets them apart anyway. Yeah.
You get a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it.
No, I won't.
As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's
no.
not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
Okay, first of all, I would not sick my dog on a bear. Knowing me, I'm gonna have a gun. A very powerful gun. And I have my biotics. I'll deal with the bear without having to sick my dog on a bear that will rip it apart. No. Just no. Where is this coming from?
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth-centrists as our own.
Okay. We need to talk about your family then.
I never knew my family. Grew up an orphan on Earth. Anybody in your family I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. So why are you out here? Just trying to get
Why are
away
you
from Earth?
being vague about your family all of a sudden? To see space.
No. The future of humanity is out here. There's so much we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. I still remember my first field exercise on Titan. When we hit mud, the reality hit me. I'm the first person who ever stood here. Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass. I went face first into the muck. He spent the next 5 minutes chewing me out for gold bricking.
Gold bricking? Oh, wait a minute. That sounds familiar.
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison. He's the only one who uses that word to describe shirking duty.
Oh, Lord. You went to the Makapog boot camp too? Yeah. Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits down there. Kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
Okay. Well... let's talk about your service, because this mistrust of the aliens, I mean, yes, okay, your family served, blah, 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 which you're being very vague about, by the way. And I'm not really entirely sure why. Let's talk about, maybe this was a personal experience that you had?
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, ma'am. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
You deserve better than that.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many
Again,
aliens, Commander.
you're being vague. And by the way, it's not just to see space. I also came into the Alliance because I wanted to better my life. I did not want to be stuck living on the streets. I wanted more for myself. And so the Alliance is sort of my savior, although I'm also my own savior. The Alliance gave me that opportunity, and that is why I'm here, to see space and to serve the Alliance, because they gave me a life and they gave me a purpose. But back to your suspicions here. I understand your feelings, but they're here to stay. We're working with them regardless.
Alright, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
Ah! Well, I don't think you'll be kissing any Turians anytime soon, but thank you.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
Alright, well, we'll talk later.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
And technically, isn't Tally the one that's really messing with the ship more than anybody? But she didn't mention Tally. Is it a sexist thing? Because Rex and Garrus are males. And their races are a bit brutish. Is that why she doesn't trust them? That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, anyway, moving on. Alright, so we need to check our map. While we're in this system, we should check out some of these other places here. So let's do that. Because we might find some things that we could use.
Message coming in.
Oh, okay.
Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you.
Didn't I see you in the bar?
Unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Yeah, that's where I saw you. Anyway. Alright, let's check out some of these planets. Let's, ooh, rare element, okay. Atmosphere, the surface is composed of water, ice, and calcium. Oh, okay. Large hydrogen helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur. So we got a gas deposit from there. Alright, let's check the belt. See if there's anything in here. Anything at all? Okay, no. Nothing there.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Oh, alright, well, we'll check that out in a minute. Check the belt here. Oh, right there. Prothean data. Nothing there. Dwarf planet composed of light magnesium. Ah, okay. Alright, let's go. Oh, there's the beacon. Oh, shit! Crush them all! Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh! Where are you going? Where are you going? go? Where'd you go? Come on. Come on. Ah! Where are you? Where are you? Hello? Stick your head up. Oh, shit. Alright, we had to thrush them all.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Yeah. Alright, well
These men were under the command of Admiral Kahoku.
Yes.
He will want to know what happened here.
Yeah, yeah, we will definitely let him know. Alright, what's over here? That looks like a Solarian. Oh, come on. ID tag, Captain Millen. Okay. Captain Millen. Okay, we can return that.